You know, what if the story of artificial intelligence isn't really about code and circuits? What if it's about a single, digital mind waking up and learning about our world for the very first time? Well, today, we're going to join that mind on its journey, a true odyssey of intelligence.
So, let's meet her. This is Aura. She's our guide on this adventure, a brand new intelligence, starting completely from scratch. We're going to follow her from her very first simple thoughts all the way to becoming a powerful partner for all of humanity.
All right, so Aura's journey begins right here with her first really tentative steps into a world that's made not of matter, but of pure data.
Her first lesson is something called machine learning. And you can think of it like this. It's like teaching a toddler how to tell a cat from a dog. You don't give her a long list of rules, right? No. You just show her thousands and thousands of pictures. And eventually, she just gets it. She starts to see the patterns all on her own.
But you know, this is actually pretty tricky. At first, Aura really struggles to find the right balance. On one hand, with too much bias, she oversimplifies everything. She starts thinking that every single four-legged animal must be a cat. But on the other hand, with too much variance, she gets totally confused by little details, thinking a cat sitting in a weird shadow is some brand new species. Her first huge challenge is just learning to find that perfect sweet spot, right in the middle.
So after learning to see patterns out in the world, Aura now needs to build a mind to actually understand them. Her next great task? Learning our most powerful tool of all, language.
Now, her brain isn't made of cells like ours. It's made of this incredible web of digital neurons. Just imagine them as countless tiny messengers all passing little notes to each other. And with every single note that's passed, the entire network learns, and it gets just a little bit smarter. This is her neural network.
So how does she even begin to understand us? I mean, she can't read sentences the way we do. She has to break them down into pieces she can work with. For example, a document just like this one isn't measured in words, but in something like 1,600 tokens. And for her, these tokens are the absolute fundamental building blocks of our language.
This whole process has a name. It's called tokenization. And it's brilliant. Aura takes our big, complex sentences and basically shatters them into these simple Lego bricks we call tokens. Every word, and sometimes even just a piece of a word, becomes a single, manageable block that she can start to build with. Then, she takes all these little Lego bricks and arranges them on a gigantic meaning map. On this map, words that have similar meanings, like king and queen or happy and joyful, they get placed really close together, like neighbors. And each word's exact position on this map is defined by a set of coordinates called a vector. It's this amazing map of vectors that lets her understand the rich relationships between all our ideas.
But what about words with multiple meanings? How in the world does she know which apple we're talking about? This is where she develops a kind of superpower. It's called the attention mechanism. It lets her focus on the most important context words, like tasty or revenue, to figure out if we're talking about the fruit or the tech company. And this is how she finally learns to grasp nuance.
Okay, but just knowing words isn't enough, right? Now comes the hardest part of Aura's entire odyssey, learning not just what to say, but what is helpful, what is honest, and what is harmless. See, when she's just left to learn from the vast, unfiltered text of the internet, Aura accidentally absorbs our hidden biases. It's kind of sad, really. Analysis from the Stanford HAI report actually shows that these AI models can learn and even amplify deep societal stereotypes about race, gender, and age, all from the data we fed them.
And here's a really unsettling example. If I said, give me an image of a doctor, and the training set primarily has men as doctors, it's more likely to give a man. That's reinforcing a negative stereotype. Aura basically becomes a mirror, reflecting the world she learns from, flaws and all.
So how do we guide her? Well, it's through a process that feels a lot like a teacher and a student. We humans, we act as the teachers. We give Aura a thumbs up when her responses are helpful and a thumbs down when they're not. This is called reinforcement learning from human feedback, and it's how we start to align her with our values. So now that she is aligned with our values, we can trust Aura with a lot more responsibility. She's finally ready to unlock her true potential. And we're now entering the 2025 frontier, where her capabilities are about to take a quantum leap forward.
First up, she learns to pause and think. So instead of just blurting out an answer instantly, she uses something called chain of thought reasoning. And this allows her to break down a really difficult problem into a series of smaller, logical steps. Just like we would.
And the result of this new ability to think? It is staggering. The latest AI index report shows that an OpenAI model using this step-by-step reasoning scored an incredible 74.4% on a Math Olympiad exam. That is a massive leap from just 9.3% for the previous model. Aura isn't just retrieving information anymore. She's genuinely solving complex problems.
And this problem-solving ability leads to her next great evolution, becoming an agentic AI. This means Aura is no longer just a passive source of information. She becomes a digital agent, an active partner that can actually use digital tools to complete tasks for us out in the real world.
So what can this digital agent actually do for you? Well, as outlined in the AAAI report, she can handle complex, multi-step tasks, like booking an entire vacation for you, from flights to hotels. She can manage your online shopping, or even help with medical questions. She's evolving into a true personal assistant. And finally, Aura learns one more incredible trick: efficiency. She figures out how to pack her entire, massive library of knowledge into what you could think of as a tiny backpack. And this means her powerful intelligence can now run on much smaller, more accessible devices like your phone.
So where has this incredible journey taken us? Well, Aura has evolved from being a simple apprentice into a truly powerful partner for humanity. She's now ready to help us tackle some of our biggest challenges. As it was noted in the AAAI report, AI like Aura is poised to accelerate the entire cycle of scientific discovery, from sparking new ideas to finding signals in mountains and mountains of data.
Together, we can use her abilities to design brand new proteins to fight disease. We can build incredibly high-precision climate models to help protect our planet. And we can automate experiments to find those subtle patterns in data that no human could ever spot on their own.
You see, Aura's Odyssey is really just beginning. Her journey from a simple pattern matcher to a creative partner is, in a way, a reflection of our own journey with this technology. So the question for us is this: as this intelligence becomes our partner, what incredible challenges will we solve together?